Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Spartan Basketball. Hi, my name is Bill the Big K Cather, and I'll be your play-by-play announcer for the McFarland girls and boys hoops this year, since John, the golden voice of McFarland Athletics Wells, has taken a new position on the as a PA announcer at the scorer's table. Replacing John's going to be a challenge, but I'll do my best to keep this telecast entertaining, accurate, and as informative as possible for your viewing pleasure. Tonight, I'm going to be joined by Mr. Andrew Garvey, former 12 sports star and letterman from McFarland High School. A lot of you enjoyed watching Andrew over his 4 years from 2004 to 2007. And upon graduation, went on to a successful running career at Edgewood College. So we are going to get some great insight tonight from Andrew as this game goes on. So a couple more things that I'd like to just mention here. Tonight's opponent are the Eagles of Jefferson, a Division II school with a school enrollment of 691 students. They're coached by Mr. Jay Benish and are presently 4-1 overall and 3-1 in second place in the Rock Valley North. Eagles are averaging 60 points a game and held their opponents to 48 a game. Jefferson's led by 6'4" senior Vinny Mr. Everything Sincata, who averages 22.6 a game and 7.2 rebounds. Another player to watch is Dylan Ott, a 5'9" senior forward who averages 8.8 points a game and 5.2 rebounds. For your McFarland Spartans tonight, a Division II school of 715 students coached by Mr. Jeff Meinhold. The Spartans are presently 6-3 overall and 4-0 undefeated, first place in the Rock Valley North Conference. McFarland's averaging 56 and allowing opponents 46 on this year. They're led by 6'4" senior Sean, the Enforcer Chisholm, averaging 17.7 points a game. 6'6" junior Benjamin Air Rounds, averaging 15.4. And 6' senior Chad, the General Herbst, averaging 8.1 points per game. These teams have one common opponent. McFarland beat East Troy 75-62 in their opener, and Jefferson lost East Troy 63-48. But as we all know, on any given night, anything can happen. Cather's keys to tonight's contest for McFarland: rebound and don't give Jefferson second chance opportunities. And number 2, stop Vinny Sincata, and stop Vinny Sincata. For Jefferson, their big objective tonight, keep intense pressure on McFarland the entire game to make it more difficult for McFarland's bigs to get easy points. So the big question to be answered tonight will be, can McFarland win and stay undefeated and in first place in the Rock Valley North, or will Jefferson earn a first place tie with McFarland? So it's time to grab your favorite snacks and beverage, cuddle up with a warm blanket on this frigid night, sit back and enjoy what we hope will be a McFarland first place victory. So with that, we're going to take a little break here for our national anthem, and then we'll be back for the starting lineups in just a minute with, again, our guest analyst, Mr. Andrew Garvey.
Before we get started, we ask everybody please rise, face the flag for the singing of our national anthem, sung tonight by Madison Whiting.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Madison Whiting. Just a reminder that the WIAA requires
Excellent
good
national anthem
sportsmanship
by
by
Miss
student
Madison
athletes,
Whiting,
coaches,
a
and
junior at
spectators,
McFarland High
and
School,
education-based
and a
in its
basketball
classic
player
events
also.
like this game
All right,
tonight.
we're getting ready here
We
for
request
tonight's
your
starting
cooperation by
lineups.
supporting the participants and officials
And I'm going to listen
in
to
a
PA
positive
announcer
manner.
Mr.
Profane,
John
racial,
Wells to
sexist,
help us
harassment
here
comments, or other
with the
intimidating
starting
actions
lineups.
directed at officials, student
Andrew, I've
athletes,
got 'em
coaches, and
X
team
straight here,
representatives
too.
will not be
Perfect.
tolerated,
The starters
and
for
are
Jefferson
grounds
are.
for removal from the site of competition.
All right.
Now let's meet
Here we go.
starting
Announcement
lineups
right
for
there.
tonight's game. First, for the Jefferson Eagles,
For Jefferson,
a 6'4" senior, number 1, Fleming Ravendal.
6'4" senior
A
Fleming
5'9" senior,
Ravendal.
number 2, Dylan
Number
Ott.
2, 5'9" senior Dylan Ott,
A
averaging
6'4"
8.8
senior,
points
number
per game.
5,
Number
Vinny
5, Mr.
Sincata.
Everything, 6'4" senior
A
Vinny
5'10"
Sincata.
junior, number 24, Matthew Welper.
5'10" junior
And
Matt
a
Welper, number
6'6" senior,
24,
number
and a
32,
6'6"
Samuel
senior Sam Fox, number
Eagles
32.
coached by Jay
Eagles
Bennett.
again, coached by Mr. Jay Benish for your McFarland Spartans.
Now here's
Turn up
the
the music
lineup for your
and get
McFarland
ready for
Spartans.
hopefully what will
A
be
6' senior, number 12,
reaffirming first place.
Herbst.
Chad, the General Herbst,
6'5"
6
senior,
feet
number 20,
senior.
Sean
Number
Chisholm.
20, 6'4" senior,
A
the
6'6"
enforcer,
junior,
Sean
number 30,
Chisholm.
Benjamin Rounds.
Benjamin,
6'5"
Air
senior,
Rounds. You'll
32,
see him jump out of the gym
Medblick.
tonight. Eminem, Michael
6'3" senior,
Medblick.
34,
Sweet as candy, his
Charlie
3-point
Moore.
shot. And tonight,
Spartans coached
getting the
by
start
Jeff
as a fifth
Marlowe,
starter,
assisted
6
by
foot 1
Chad
inch senior,
Taylor,
Charlie,
John
the
Butler,
scholar,
Chris Graff.
Moore. We say the scholar because he's a National Merit Honor finalist. So we were set for the starting lineups. Again, I'm joined by Mr. Andrew Garvey, and Andrew, please feel free to jump in anytime if I ever give you a chance to say anything. Been accused of never being short on words here. So we've got Benjamin Air Rounds jumping the ball up against, it looks like, Vinny. Everything Sincata, tip time. Play on. Oh, we had a breakaway. Eminem, Michael Medblick. The post, entry, low post, Sean Chisholm, spin move, out, Chad Herbst, top of the key. Missed 3 ball. Chisholm missed the bunny, short bunny. Boy, both teams on the floor. Great hustle. Chisholm and Sincata on the floor together.
Just looked well for McFarland. They got it inside, but they just couldn't
Yep.
finish to start off. I think that will be a big thing for McFarland.
You are absolutely right, Andrew. That was my key to the game for Jefferson. They need to pressure the ball, not allow that ball to get into McFarland's bigs. Nice defense by the Spartans there. Woof. There was a lot of contact there. Dylan Ott pressuring Herbst. McFarland ball on the baseline. Played 30 seconds in, and we're still sitting at goose eggs.
Good energy to start off
Yep,
the game.
very
though,
good energy on both teams. Well, it's going to be competitive, Andrew, because both teams are playing here for first place in the conference. Benjamin Rounds. Air Rounds. Boom.
3-point basket, Benjamin Rounds.
Trey on the way, and kaboom. Count it. 3 for Air Rounds.
Beautiful shot, beautiful release
Yep.
by Rounds there.
Had great rotation on it, Andrew. Kind of reminds me of when you played.
Because I was known for my outside
You were
shot
known for
there.
your outside shot. Not. I tell you, you always had great rotation on those free throws, though.
Yes.
I like those.
Eagle foul number 2, Dylan Ott, his first.
Dylan Ott, first foul. Eminem, Michael Medblick. We call him that because he shoots the 3 ball just as sweet as Eminem candies. Medblick rebound. Rebound to Welper. Reverse the ball over to Welper. 3 ball, Trey on the way. Kaboom! 3
3-point basket
for
by Matthew
Welper. And we're tied at 3.
thought that last possession, Herbst could have made the bounce pass to Charlie down low.
Yep, I agree. First looks probably always got to be inside, you know. Oftentimes you can hit a lot of cutters. Oh, Rounds feeling it. Air Rounds.
Good
Charlie
rebound.
Moore, the scholar, skying. Chisholm underneath. Out with
Missed
the ball.
missed second chance opportunities
Yep.
right there.
And a travel by Sincata. Kind of a bad pass, kind of a trailing pass in that. Couldn't get his feet set. Bring it in. All right, 6:12 remaining in the first quarter. We're sitting at 3s. High game. Left wing to Air Rounds. To Herbst, trying to enter the ball deep to Chisholm. Looking inside. Medblick, left corner. Swing the ball out there, rounds, quick passing. Got to have some quick ball movement. Herbst kind of caught up inside. Nice bounce pass. Pretty congested inside. Got a lot of bodies in there.
Yeah, Jefferson's really sinking in because they know, you know, McFarland just wants to feed Chisholm the ball.
Absolutely. The bigs. Herbst. A little on the short side on that tray ball. As I say, tray on the way. Empty that time. Chad's been shooting the ball much better here these last 2 or 3 games. Finally, it seemed like he got his touch back.
A little confidence as well, too.
Yep, definitely. Well, Andrew, as you all know, confidence is a big part of this game.
Spartan foul 32.
Oh, huge part of the game.
Yep.
The more confident you are, the game just flows a lot slower for you.
Absolutely.
You see the floor a lot better.
You know, the key word that I've always said in coaching, too, commit. You know, that's the way you're going to knock down shots is just be ready. Have your hands ready all the time, catch and shoot. Oh, that was way
right
too
there.
easy.
Yep. Just right there, you know.
Yep. Vinny Sincata.
Sincata was ready. He knew he was going to shoot the ball right there.
Yep, he did. Turned, had a nice, his feet square. Chisholm, tray on the way. Empty. Good hustle. Nice reverse look back. And Rounds with the lay-in. Air Rounds. I thought he might flush that.
Well, he has the ups to do it. So
yes, he does.
Just a nice, easy layup from him.
Yep. Nice cut by Sincata, a little fadeaway. Boy, and I can tell you, I watched practice last night. Coach Meinholt, they just kept running different guys, Sincata, and just, you know, it's tough when, especially if you stay as active as he is. Herbst, hit that, Chad. 0 for 2.
Well,
Sincata.
you did say in your pregame, you know, you just have to stop Sincata because the offense runs through him.
Everything runs through him. You know, I saw one game, I think, this year where he took 29 shots.
Yeah.
Shot up, no good by Sam Fox, 6'6" senior. Sam's averaging 6 points a game. Chisholm got a little out of control there and got bailed out on a push by Sam
Jefferson
Fox.
foul 32, Samuel Fox, his first, team second. For the Spartans, number 24, Greg Reese.
Greg Reese into the
And
ball
for
game.
Jefferson, number
Call
20,
Greg
Jackson
Reese. His
Cotton.
nickname this year will be Zorro. And people are going, why Zorro? Because his dog is named Zorro. And Greg Reese plays as hard. He'll just dog the heck out of you the entire game. And he's a great role player, Andrew. I think in the games we've seen, boy, you got to have kids like that understand their roles. He'll rebound. He plays tough defense, makes great passes. M&M coming up empty on the tray.
On the good teams, you always need role players like that. That will do the dirty work that other players won't do.
Timeout, Jefferson.
Absolutely. I could not agree with you more on that. Let me give a quick shout out here to McFarland Cable 982. TV is a function of the village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home, as well as fans here, desire this type of programming. Cable 982 is not funded through tax dollars, so please let your village officials know by way of an email, a phone call, etc., how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. You notice I said high-quality productions. The positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of the media, the State Journal, the Thistle, Cable TV 982. So once again, thanks for your support. Cable 982, Eric Redding, and your staff, and especially tonight, this is an Andrew Day production. And on camera tonight, Justin Janis. We're a little bit short tonight, but we're doing the best we can. So, back to action, Andrew.
They always do a great job.
Oh, boy.
Here.
Can't do it without them.
Yep.
Number 2, Dylan Ott. Really not going anywhere, and Chad Herbst trying to deny him going right on that, and just got to play defense with your feet, correct, Andrew?
Oh, that's correct. It's the new hand check rule. I've seen it a lot watching both the guys and girls games. You know, there's so many times they just put their hands up and they're going to call it. They've been consistent with it, and so they need to adapt to it.
Yep, absolutely. And again, I think some officials, Chisholm trying to do a little too much there, Sean.
Force that.
Yep.
There it is.
There's Sincata. Oh, nice defense there by Zach Blair getting his hands in. There goes Air Rounds. Again, little impatient here on the Spartans' part, rushing things a little bit.
They're missing too many bunny shots.
Bunnies, you're correct.
2-foot shots. They're getting the opportunities, but they're just not connecting with them.
Well, you are correct with that, Andrew. Oops. And again, a little pressure. Nice gesture there by Sam Fox, helping Sean Chisholm back up off the floor. Yep, just got to slow down. Sometimes kids think, you know, coach emphasizes intensity and stuff like that, and they think that means going 200 miles an hour, and you can't do that. You got to still play in control of yourself.
In controlling what the coach wants. Yes,
absolutely.
If that's there, definitely go for it. But
absolutely,
like you said, Bill, he just got a little antsy and just forced that shot.
Nice baseline cut by Sincata. Trying to look inside. Drive by Welper. Nice dish on the inside. Oh, Sincata missed the little 3-foot bunny from the heartland. That's what I call the lane. You can get in there. Good things usually happen when you get to the heartland. Air rounds, heading to the basket, up in the air. Boy, I'll tell you, when Benjamin gets set with his feet, gets a nice base and gets high, you're not going to be blocking that shot.
No, and the thing that Ben does so well is he elevates and holds the ball high.
Yes, he does, and keeps it high. You're right, Andrew. Doesn't bring that ball down.
Doesn't bring it down.
Oh, Dylan Ott. Boy, that was a tough move inside, but he got in the land of the Giants. Oh, Ben Rounds.
Pass.
What a great look-away pass to Craig Zorro Reese. You know, that's what I like to see, too. I can tell you out of Benjamin Rounds, because sometimes, you know, kids start looking a little bit of points so far. You know, Benjamin tonight, he's got 7 points in that. Your shots, you're going to get them, but, boy, use your teammates there. Excellent example of how Benjamin Rounds used Greg Reese there.
Oh, totally.
Yep.
And look at that.
Oh,
great
wow.
help defense there.
Sam Fox went up to shoot it behind the backboard, and the shot was actually blocked by McFarland. Nice two-man game. Rounds.
And what?
Rounds to Reese. Back to Rounds cutting. Tack the basket. That's wonderful. Two-man basketball right there. Good teamwork. All right, Air Rounds. This year on these telecasts, free throws are going to be called gifts. So every gift made free throw will be a bowl. And a miss will be called a lump of coal. So Benjamin Rounds has 1 lump of coal in his column for tonight. Just needs to slow down. It's just like Aaron Rodgers would say with a free throw, do the same thing over and over. But first, you must, R-E-L-A-X, relax before you shoot the free throw. Perfect by Benjamin Rounds.
Great start for Rounds so far. He's been the one that he just wants to take the game over right now for McFarland. He's been doing it on both ends,
yes, he has,
and defensively.
I agree with that. Got a rebound, made a couple of nice passes, attacking the basket. Look at Zorro right there. Oh, and too bad. Zach Witt in the ball game.
Yes.
He'll be referred to as Zach Trey Witt. And we know why there. He is a three-point specialist. Loves to get set and hit it. So at the line, we've got number 4, Ryan Stels, a 6'1 senior, averaging only 2 points a game. Stels misses the first gift. So we have another lump of coal, right?
Maidenblick just picked up his second foul.
Maidenblick did. That's a big example. And Ryan Stels so far this year, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. And now 5 for 8 as he knocked down 1 of 2. 10-8 with 1:04 left in the first quarter. McFarland, a 2-point edge. Rounds always looking. Oh, I got a little sloppy with that pass. Tried to enter it to Chisholm.
Yeah, just like you said, a little sloppy right there.
Yep.
And that led to the turnover. Let's see if they can get back on defense now.
Sincata. Good defense by Rounds. Didn't leave the floor. Stayed on the ground.
Good help.
Well, we got Coach Meinhold. Looked like he almost took a nosedive over here on the sidelines.
It was good help defense by Zach Witt as well.
Yes, it was. Here you see trying to get inside. Chisholm keep giving a target. Rounds. Oh, Chisholm up over the back. And without a call, the enforcer dumps 2 in. 12-8 McFarland. 16 seconds left first quarter. Oh, bad
Great
ball
defense
handling
again.
mistake by number 20, Jack Sincata. Vinny's younger brother, 6' junior. Boy, they got lucky on that. That was good little pressure defense out there, but Jack Sincata let that get away from him. Expecting we'll see 1 shot. 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh. Wow. Air rounds coming out of nowhere.
No.
I thought that would be borderline goaltending
I thought
on
it was
that.
too, Bill.
Yeah, I'm almost going to say that I think the officials might have missed one there. Because I'll tell you, that ball was well on its way. I almost want to say down into the hoop. Andrew, I'll tell you, let me just give a quick shout out here to all the Spartan sponsors. McFarland State Bank, Stark, Jeff Minner, Ken's Automotive, Edward Jones, Joe Muting, State Farm, Jim Hartman Agency, Farmers Insurance Group, Michael Chandler Agency, Goldman Cars, Gingerbread House Preschool and Child Care, The Keels. Credo Product Development, Jeff Krull, Huntington Learning Center, George Kinsler, Shelton Science, Wisconsin Betting, Dan Frank, 5100 Restaurant, The Medicine Shop, The Tumulties, Fastenal, Gary Polipnik, Nelson's Bus Service, Spartan Pizza, The Green Lantern, Monda's Family Hair, Quick Trip, Washa Construction, Angelo's Pizza, Susan and Rick, Dentistry by Design, Fella Flowers, Rural Masonry, Maple Tree Restaurant, McFarland True Value with Brian, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, The Beach House, Spartan Bowl with Brock Roeder, Culvers and Halverson Construction, and I'm going to take a little break here, Andrew. Tell us what your thoughts are maybe on the first quarter. McFarland 4-point lead, 12-8, and we're playing for first place in the conference.
McFarland started off very well. Couple early turnovers, lots of missed bunnies from both sides, but I think more McFarland. But I mean, Benjamin Rounds has been the difference so far. He's looking to take the game over on both ends of the floor, and so hopefully he can keep that up for the next 3 quarters.
Yep, as long as he keeps it under control and doesn't figure and he's got to
it.
do a little too much.
Yes.
Again, yes, we saw the 2-man game he had with Greg Reese where he got a nice drive and layup attempt out of it.
Doesn't force it. He lets the offense come.
Yep,
come
that's
to
what
them.
he needs to do. Motion offense here by Jefferson. 25, Mitch Wenzel. Game 6'4" senior. Shot up. Good by number 2, Dylan Ott. Dylan Ott, second leading scorer at 8.8 points per game. 12-10.
For a small guy like Ott, he could elevate pretty well and
Yes,
get up,
Ott
and
can.
he had a great release, so kept
Andrew,
the ball high.
He's their second leading rebounder at 7 again. Oh, do you have to like that? Trey on the way. Kaboom! Zach Witt.
Great inside-out game for McFarland there. The drive, penetration, opened it up, and Zach, was in his sweet spot right over there.
Yes, he was. And who dished the ball to him, as we were talking? Benjamin Air Rounds. Had to like that. Oh, bad bounce and caught on a miss. And now we're going to get an and one. Boy, isn't that unfortunate how many times that happens. Guy missed a little bunny. Somehow the ball finds its way back to the player.
I know.
And then you wind up getting a cheapo. All right. Here's Vinny Sincata.
To his credit, though, Bill, he stuck with the play and he didn't give up on it.
Yes, he did. Sincata not shooting well from the free throw line this year, only 60%. That's another miss, and as many shots as he gets, he's got to be knocking those gifts down.
Oh, yeah.
Lump of coal.
Ooh. Almost
Yep,
went
get
out.
it in. Chisholm open on the low post. Got to keep your head up so you can see that.
There it is.
you go. Enter
There's
it.
the cut.
The double. Kick it out to Witt. Kaboom! Trey on the way. Zach Trey Witt.
That's it right there, Bill.
Great ball movement.
Inside-out movement.
Yep. Coach Meinholt's got to really be happy with that.
Yes.
It's team basketball right there at its best, Andrew.
That is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful when that
Oh,
great drive.
was that a nice drive by Dylan Ott. Just couldn't finish it off as he reversed the ball from right hand to left hand, laid it up just a little on the short side. Greg Reese looking inside.
Let's see if they get it inside out again.
Yep, a little too late.
They're trying to feed him.
Oh,
There it
was
is.
that a lovely pass. The scholar.
Yeah.
The
Great.
scholar to the enforcer.
That's just great ball movement there, Bill.
That was
they were-
brains to brawn.
They were being patient with it,
Yep.
and they just fed him inside, and Sean was able to seal him. I
Yep.
think Rounds just picked up his second foul, though.
Yes, he did. Yeah, you can see the frustration. He wears it pretty clearly how he's feeling.
Yes, yes, he
As
does.
most kids do these days.
Yeah.
The frustration with
Yes.
knowing especially the leadership that you brought to the team so far, and then have to be taking a seat over there on the bench.
Let's hope someone can step up and pick
Yep.
up now.
Yep. Sincata swinging the ball around the outside the perimeter. Welper to Ott to Wenzel. Oh, that wasn't a real pretty shot.
It's pretty good zone defense there by McFarland, but I mean Jefferson was able to move the ball
Yep.
and get a shot on the baseline.
Yep. You got it right down to the short post. There's your bounce pass into Sean Chisholm.
Looked like he forced
Ooh.
that one, but great
Zach Blair.
offensive rebound
Yep.
right there.
Good rebound by Zach Blair. Swinging the ball around the perimeter. Good ball movement.
They
Be
just-
patient.
Yep.
There you go, and there's your entry pass.
There it
Nice
is.
kick out to Witt. Oh. And I got to tell you, Zach Witt was Vinny Sincata in practice last night.
Oh,
And
not-
you can say why. I mean, just got to guard him everywhere.
Oh, yeah. That was a great ball movement. McFarland
Yes,
was
it
being
was.
patient on that one.
Number 1, Fleming Ravendal. Came up empty on the 3 ball. Chad Herbst, nice crossover dribble to Blair. A little forced. It's hard to make the entry pass from the top up there. You got to get a better angle, correct?
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, you hit it spot on there, Bill. They need to swing it one more and
Yep.
then get the better angle, because going straight on right there, that's a tough angle.
Yeah, I can't get it.
Initially, he did look open, but then I think they were just a second too late
Yep.
there.
Boy, and I'll tell you, these kids are so quick today. Oof. In this. Oh, Coach Meinhold, we heard that all the way over here. You bet. We may have to use that. You bet, huh? Because he
like
loved
it.
that. They doubled here in the corner, forced a skip pass that went awry. Way awry. That was good pressure defense there by the
Very good.
Spartans.
Ott just got in trouble there, and
Yep.
I mean,
Yep, panicked.
Yep, he did panic. So.
And
Inside.
the Scholar, nice
Inside
kick
out.
out again. Good decision making. Herbst, oh, if he was looking for it, he thought it was going to drop. The Scholar.
Oh, great move by Charlie Moore. Getting that offensive rebound, the power dribble, going up strong with it. That
I
was a great
really
move.
like Charlie Moore. Last year, I really enjoyed what he did. He does all the little things that
Oh.
need to be done.
Yeah.
The help defense, the rebounding.
There it is.
And there's a kick out for them. Yep. That ball out to Dylan Ott. That was Trey on the way. Kaboom for Jefferson. But again, there, nice ball movement again, the drive and the kick.
Yeah, that's it. McFarland was just a step late on that.
Yep. You know, to finish my thought, a little statement ago was that, hey, there's just a split second where you need to hit that cutter. You need to hit that low post, that pass. If you hesitate just for a second, too late.
Yeah, and then try forcing it in. You won't get
Whoa.
it in there.
A little deep on the pass from Charlie Moore, trying to get it to Chisholm down low, but Mitch Wenzel, 6'4" senior, committing the foul. Sean was going to try and do a little acrobatic, little catch in the air and put back on that, but he had a pretty bad angle.
Yes.
All right, here
I
we
think
go.
They actually called that on Dylan Ott.
Oh, did
Yeah.
they? His
Yeah,
second.
that's his
Ooh, that's
second.
big. The first gift for Chisholm. Boy, he has really struggled at the line this year. And you know that's tough, Andrew, when you get a kid that size and you're pounding the ball into him, to knowing how many times he's going to be sitting at the free throw line, and to be able to get, so far this year he's barely 60% from the free throw line. That's
it is.
better, Sean.
Well, you know, teams will see that and they'll just
Oh yeah. Yep.
start fouling him. You know, force him.
For sure.
Dylan stays in the game though with 2 fouls, so we'll see.
That's big for him. He's going to have to be smart because he's
Yes.
their.
The main
He's
ball
kind of their
handler.
glue. Well, there it goes.
And look at
Dylan
him.
Ott says, hey, you want to know what? I'm not playing scared.
No.
Boy, and he committed to that right away, didn't he, Andrew?
I
That's exactly what you want to see out of scorers.
Well, that's it. You said what you look in a basketball player to commit for their shot,
Yep.
not hesitate.
Herbst a little shuffle step and then nice little left-handed. I call Chad the general because he's the floor general. He's the one. The stick that stirs the drink for the Spartans. the general.
I like that.
Got to have somebody like that.
Yes, you always need.
Oh. Tipped out. Good defense by Zach Blair. Staying on the floor, didn't jump. Here comes Trey Witt back in the game. ZB, Zach Blair heading out. Protect the basket on this. That's what I always holler in games. Do not let the ball be entered under the basket. It's got to come to the corner or out over the top.
Let's see if this zone pays off for McFarland now. It always looks like anytime underneath the basket, they just stay in their zone defense.
And Coach Jay Benish calling a timeout. We've got a $1:40 here until halftime. 24-18, very competitive game so far, Andrew, because, again, there's a lot at stake here tonight. Jefferson sitting at 3-1 in the conference, and McFarland 4-0, undefeated in first place. So we're really playing here for a potential Jefferson first place tie.
Yes, we are. And right now, McFarland has to step up, and they have been, because one of their leading scorers from the first quarter, Benjamin Round, picked up his second foul, I believe, halfway through this quarter. So the Spartans have been responding really well. But Jefferson's still hanging tough. Offensively, I think they're being patient, not forcing as much as they did the first quarter, and they just have to let the offense keep running towards them, because right now, McFarland outsizes them. As you've seen with offensive rebounds, McFarland's got multiple offensive rebounds, and I believe that's why they have the lead right now, because of the size.
Let's just quick right now for Jefferson. I said keep intense pressure on to make it more difficult for McFarland's bigs to get easy points. How are we doing on that, McFarland? Or Jefferson, I'm sorry.
Jefferson is sinking. You can see. They've given up the three ball at times, but they're sinking.
Still a height differential, isn't there? McFarland's just patient enough.
But when you see McFarland swings the ball, they're easy to get those dump downs to Chisholm. Then.
But it's ball movement.
That's
ball
it.
movement as far and also
and
penetration by that guard, swinging the ball around the outside. Let's see if Coach Benish, what he's dialed up here for the Eagles. I think what he's going to try and do is lull McFarland into getting a little lazy one person. Oh, wow.
Great drive there.
Wow. Dan Aumann, 5'7" junior. What a pretty play by Dan Aumann.
A little up and under.
He's only averaging 2 points a game.
Got to the basket and was able to finish with some of the bigs.
Whoops.
A little frustration on the
I
Spartans
think so.
right there.
Gee, you think from the head coach that's now calmed himself down, got arms folded behind his back, but they weren't there a minute ago.
Yeah. They believe Chisholm had the positioning earlier.
Nice
spin
move.
move.
But again, he needs to just get a little more solid base, I think, as he gets in there. You want to know, Andrew, you know how much basketball is footwork. Not just in defense with your feet, but also on offense. I think that's kind of a forgotten little art that people don't understand, whether you're shooting a basketball, driving, dribbling. You've got to really have a good, solid base on you.
I couldn't agree more with you, Bill. You saw Sean there. He had great footwork, the great spin move, but then he just forced it.
He forced it up. He kind of got turned sideways a little bit and tried to throw it up there rather than establishing a nice, firm base.
And going up strong.
Oh, was that nice? Right to Sincata. I'll tell you, Dan Aumann's coming on, having a nice little, giving Coach Benish and the Eagles nice little time here. 8, 7, 6. Who's going to take it? Chuck Moore. Oh, they went to Bruin. Oh, good move by the general, Chad Herbst. Well, I'll tell you, Jefferson kind of finished out that half on a pretty strong note. They're down 24-16, and now we got it back to 24-22. So
good little run for Jefferson to
very
finish up
good
the
little
half
run
right there.
Yep. Hey, I'll tell you, we're gonna focus in here on the McFarland dance team here. Let me just run down, and then Andrew, I want you to stay put here because I've got a couple of features that I do. It's a where are they now, as well as I have some trivia questions that we're going to throw out there. And I'm going to test your knowledge of the game, and then we'll have our home listeners also do it. But here's your dance team, McFarland High School dance team, and I hope that I don't butcher any of these names. Kristen Semen, Kate Comro, Marissa Staley. I should have you read them.
You're doing great,
since you're
Bill.
over here at the school. Emily Inabet, Sabrina Fillmore, Haley Noonan, Lily Tyler, Mallory Emerson, Erin Curtin, Lauren Staley, Camille Schmidt, and Nicole Nagalski. Correct with those?
Look beautiful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's who it was. Okay, now the next thing that I have to do is we're going to do a little, as you are watching the McFarland dance team, I have if I find them here, where are they now?
Great.
And tonight I'm going to feature junior varsity coach John Feldner. Had two boys who are both very excellent basketball players here at McFarland. One of them, Eddie Feldner, works actually at the scorer's table right now. Eddie Feldner was a 1995 graduate. He had multiple all-conference honors. He scored over 1,000 points in his career. He presently coaches youth basketball and works at the scorer's table at McFarland High School. So I know John is very proud of Eddie, still being around in the area and helping out with youth programs here. His other son, Brian Feldner, was a 2004 graduate. He played 2 years at Fort Valley Junior College in Illinois and went to the Sweet 16 both years. Then he transferred and played 2 years at Quincy University in Southern Illinois, playing in NCAA Division II tourney each year. Brian's presently working insurance in Quincy, Illinois, and we had the pleasure, I did, of watching Brian. He's been back the last 2 years to play in the alumni basketball tournament.
Very good tournament.
That I can tell you that through the efforts of athletic director Paul Ackley at the high school, as well as a special shout out to Jeff Engelhart, who was a graduate with my son Jeffrey and Andrew's classmate of 2007. Jeff puts in a heck of a lot of time organizing the tournament every year, and it's a wonderful affair. You've got kids all the way from high school classes back in the 90s, all the way up to a team that was here last year was in the tournament this year. They usually get about 12 years of players in that. They come in. It's kind of a round-robin tournament. Everybody gets to play at least 3 games. Everybody gets a Saturday night down at the bowling alley. They go down for a few glasses of milk and a couple of,
we need to rehydrate after the tournament.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm sure it's all milk. You know, what do you prefer, skim or 2% or whole down there?
I'm
or draft milk or
I'm more of the skim and draft.
But anyways, it's a real special event. And the reason I brought it up is because Brian Feldner's team, he played a very special year with 2004 with Matt Hockett, who's presently coaching Stoughton right now. And boy, they had a special team. And came one shot away from the state tournament. I still remember because I had a perfect angle on that shot, and I thought it was in, and it banged out, and they didn't make it. But anyways, this alumni tournament, 2 years ago, that class won the alumni tournament, and this year they took 3rd place as they got dumped in the semifinals by the class of 2011, which was Brett Cather's group, which was one of my sons. And in the other semifinal, in the absence of Andrew Garvey,
I couldn't be there this year.
The class of 2012, who was the eventual winners. But what really kind of happened with that whole game, too, the championship game, was like watching slow motion might have been even too complimentary for it. Both teams were not moving very well at all. It was the 5th game they played that day. And that's a lot of basketball. I don't care if you're, a 17-year-old kid trying to play 5 games in one day is too much. And I can tell you with, especially in the final game, the class of 2011, Brett Cather's group had to play the Matt Hockett, Brian Feldner team twice. And that was a war both times. So they were pretty well spent. So that was it. But anyways, real shout-out, positive one, to the 2 Feldner boys. So now we know where John Feldner, is 2 proud kids that he's got. So if you drop by, you could even say, if you see Eddie around town, say, hey, I heard your name mentioned on TV or something, huh? Or to Brian and that, or even say to John, hey, proud of your kids and that. So that's just something real special. So that's one of our features we'll have. Second one, and I'm going to put you at home to the test as well as Andrew Garvey. He's already shaking his head no here, so he knows I'm going to have a little fun with him on this. All right. I think you can even answer this. We got a two-part deal here, okay? Question number 1, and it's multiple choice, okay?
Great.
Question number 1. Who invented the game of basketball? Was it letter A, Edward Basket? Letter B, James Ball? Letter C, Mr. Michael Floor? Or D, James Naismith? Let's just wait a second before you give your answer. Let's give the viewers at home a chance. Give your answer, or quick Google it so you can make sure you're right.
Look on your phones, right?
A, Edward Basket. B, James Ball. C, Mr. Michael Floor. Or D, James Naismith. And the answer is, Andrew. D, James Naismith would be correct. Sorry, we don't have any prizes, or we're not allowed to do that since we're a profit group here in that. All right, now, you think that one was easy, okay? Now we're going to be a little more challenging here. Our trivia question, number 2. Why was basketball invented? Letter A. It was invented to give the kids in the inventor's neighborhood a fun game to play. B. The inventor was ordered to come up with a game for a gym class. C. At a family gathering, the inventor came up with a game to entertain his nephews. Or D. The inventor was brainstorming for a sporting goods company to come up with new products or games to sell. So let me review them, and then you can give me whatever you think is the correct answer. Why was the game of basketball invented? A, it was invented to give kids in the inventor's neighborhood a fun game to play. B, the inventor was ordered to come up with a game for a gym class. C, at a family gathering, the inventor came up with a game to entertain his nephews. Or D, the inventor was brainstorming for a sporting goods company to come up with new products or games to sell. Oh, yes, Mr. Garvey. And the answer is, what do you think, Andrew?
I'm going with C.
You're going with C, which was a family gathering where he came up, invented a game to entertain his nephews. You are incorrect. The correct answer is letter B. The inventor was ordered to come up with a game for a gym class. Dr. James Naismith was ordered by Dr. Luther Gulick, who was the head of the Phi Ed department at Springfield College, to create an indoor game within 14 days that would provide an athletic distraction for a rowdy class of 18 young men through the miserable New England winter. So there you have it, people.
I learn something new every day.
We learn something new. And don't worry, Andrew, on future telecasts, I've got some other good ones here for you. So this is good when you can stump somebody with the vast knowledge of sports that the person to my right, Mr. Andrew Garvey, possesses. When you can stump him, you've done something. So I don't know. So, Andrew, we got about $1.45 here. You got all the scoring from the first half of that. Maybe I'm going to take a break here, and I'll let you run down for Jefferson and McFarland first half scoring, and then we'll get ready for the second half.
So Jefferson in the first half scored 22 points. Ott had 7 points with 2 fouls. Daniel Aumann, 2 points. Vincent Sincata, 8 points. Grand total. Oh, and I forgot a free throw by Ryan Stelzy, 1 point. Round up 22. Okay. For McFarland, we had Herbst with 2, Witt with the 2 threes with 6 points. Sean Chisholm with 3 points. We had Greg Reese with 2 points. Benjamin Rounds, basically from the first quarter, had 8 points, and then Charlie Moore with the 2-point bucket underneath to round out 24 for the first half.
Yep.
So those are your scorers in the first half for Jefferson and McFarland.
So a pretty entertaining first half, Andrew, and I can tell you this is still anybody's ball game. You know, and I said at the start, comparative scores, if you want to compare them, McFarland dumped East Troy in their opener 75-62 down there, and then when Jefferson played them, they got dumped by about 15 points. So, and as I said, anything can happen any night.
Oh, yeah.
And especially, you know, some teams improve, some level out, some actually regress as the year goes along. And I'll tell you, this is starting to get to be just a little bit of the long time of the season in that. Because back in my day, they never played basketball in that. You were given almost the 2 weeks of Christmas vacation off, and there were no practice, there wasn't a lot of games and any of this other stuff. And now kids don't get a break. You're going all the way through. So you get a little stale at times.
So, and that's a big thing, too. You guys stay healthy during that time.
Yes, you do.
Especially fighting injuries and then also the flu from other people.
Rounds, deep corner, empty tray ball. Good hustle by the General Herbst.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Great sportsmanship by both teams. I like to see that when kids go to the floor and that, help each other up.
Really, really good hustle by both Jefferson and McFarland, but
I can see Sincata and Rounds kind of talking to each other and kind of smiling in that. So that's the competitive nature of it, and that's a thing called respect. Respect for your fellow players, and that I like that. Herbst, M&M on the drive. Rounds. Chisholm, top of the key, left elbow. Herbst. Bring it back up on top. Kind of start it over. Run your set. Rounds.
Just got to be patient right now.
Oh, is that nice? Oh, and two missed bunnies there, both of them.
I wish I would have been tallying both teams the amount of missed 2-foot shots that they've had. Because, I mean, that's one of the differences right there. McFarland being patient, moving the ball, but just can't finish at the rim.
Just can't finish. Whoa! I get a chance to use the phrase. That ball was rejected, like trying to put ketchup on a good steak. You just don't do it, you reject it. Herbst on a nice drive, the General. 4-point lead for McFarland, 6:44 to go in the third quarter, 26-22 McFarland.
It was a great drive by Chad. He just saw the opening and went right around Ott.
It kind of looked like Ravendal there, kind of got the ball caught on his hip. I thought they might call it a travel, but I guess Chisholm on a little push. Sean's second foul. One foul apiece so far here early in the third quarter. Dylan Ott playing with 2 fouls, had a couple of nice plays towards the end of the last couple minutes of that second quarter. Swinging the ball, there's Sincata, top of the key. He's not bashful.
No.
Chisholm, will he pass it? Oh, wonderful, wonderful bounce pass. Coach Meinholt.
Look at another
and Sincata, you got to go strong to the hoop. Both teams. There were, add 2 or 3 more bunnies to it, huh? And there was a little travel shuffle. Michael Menblick. Air ball, the wind must be blowing from left to right in the gym. Very sloppy here, Andrew.
Yes, to start
this
off
isn't
the
much.
half.
This is not much more than a Phi Ed class. And he got picked by Ott. He's going to lay it in.
Chad Herbst slow to get up after that pick by Ott.
Yep. And Coach Meinholt thought there was a little reach in on that to tip it back. But, boy, that was just, you know, it's kind of nice just to see him, just kind of everybody settle down here for a minute. Oh, nice backdoor cut by the scholar, Charlie Moore. Boy, I'll tell you, did Sean Chisholm ever give a nice look-away pass to Benjamin Rounds? But another perfect example of not being ready with your hands.
Yep.
He didn't give him a perfect pass, but I don't care on that. You got to be knowing you're going to get the ball on that. So have your hands ready, whether it's low, it's high, whatever.
It looked like, too, Sean was looking to pass the whole time.
Yes, it did. Yep. Chuck Moore.
Sean working tough in the middle right there, trying to get body.
Yep.
But I mean, you just gotta be patient with it right now.
Be patient. That's the name of the game. And as soon as we say be patient, he launches one. Launches one from the top of the key.
That might be Ott's third.
Boy, I'll tell you, Ott, he is just a little fire plug, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Who does he remind you of, Andrew?
Brett Cather.
As well as Andrew Garvey.
Ah,
Yes.
a little bit.
Just nonstop, huh? That's the way you were, my
Yes.
boy, I'll tell you. Watched you play all the way from 3rd grade all the way up, and if we needed somebody dogged on the other team, you weren't going to let that person, you weren't going to give them a break. Nope, the efforts, like we said, I can actually say this. If we had kids play as hard as Andrew Garvey and Brett Cather at all levels, boy, we'd have a heck of a program.
Oh, I know. It'd be good.
That would be, because, I mean, that would be a passion, an intensity, an understanding of the game. Oh, my goodness, they let him get way too deep, and M&M Michael Menblick over the top.
Is that his 3rd? Did they call it on Charlie?
Charlie Moore. That's a break.
Yes,
for
luckily
us.
it is. I mean, because you saw Jefferson, they got right in the lane, and they should have finished that.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
That could bring rain in the gym. That thing went so high. More bunnies missed. My goodness, Sam Fox hasn't scored yet tonight.
He's been getting the rebounds.
Yes,
though,
he
but
has.
He just hasn't been able to finish it.
And that was one of my keys to tonight's game, too, Coach Meinhold.
There it is.
Whoa, M&M. It's as sweet as candy. Trey on the way, a 3-ball from
Good
Michael
catch, good
Menblick.
release.
Yep,
But
yes,
that
it
all
was.
started, Zach Witt driving,
Yes,
opening
it
it
was.
up, and the dish outside.
Yep. 3, Almond. He had a nice dribble drive layup.
Great drive.
There's the entry pass, score that. Oh, another miss bunny, Sincata. And now
Doug
we're going to
gets
give him an
the
and one. Sincata, that's his 10th point. 5 buckets, 5 deuces for Vinny Sincata.
Michael Maidenblick just picked up his 3rd foul. I just feel like Maidenblick hasn't been able to get in the flow of the game yet. I mean, you saw that last shot, which was beautiful, but he's just picked up those fouls here and there. So
Yep.
just can't keep himself on the floor.
And that's got to be a little frustrating, too, as you're sitting here as a 6'4" senior, your last year. Sincata, 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
So we'll see how he responds, from that.
Yep. That gift had a bow on it. Oh, Herbst again, the general. Boy, I'll tell you, I really like what Chad is doing here.
You saw it. He had the double high screen up top, but he was just patient with it. Just didn't force it, and then once the lane is open, he does a great job just finding that gap and driving in the lane then.
And making, again, it's that split second, man, that you've got that split second goal, and man, when he goes strong too. I like that. First of one.
Doesn't hesitate.
Nope. Chad's only shooting 64% from the free throw line coming into tonight, so that's 1 bowl. Let's see if we can get a second one on this gift. They are free, and he took advantage of it. Nice job, Chad. 31-27, 3:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Almond splitting them in deep, too deep. Sam Fox finally gets his first hoop of the night, finally converts a bunny.
But I mean, you saw the drive by Allman right there, and then was able to get it to the big guy, get it to Fox, who finally finished, like you said.
Boy, this Almond's scrappy for 5'7".
Oh, good catch there, Bill.
Hey, did you like that, huh?
That
Did you
was
notice,
good.
too? It was two hands right here, and then it was...
But bigger thing, you saved the screen.
I did.
You know?
No, I saved you.
Oh,
huh? Oh, Zach Blair, nice cut. Ooh, ouch.
Ouch. Good play, though.
Yeah, please protect me, okay? Official coming over here and giving me a little protection on the baseline. That hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was enough said on that.
But, that's the only play Welper had. Though.
Yes, it was.
He was trapped and just threw it off the defender.
Yep, smart play. Coming off a down screen. Boom. Boy, that must be a strong wind. Oh, is that nice by Chisholm. Got airborne. Had enough time to stay airborne to find the open McFarland player.
And the thing that he did so well with, he didn't throw it underneath his basket. He threw it on the outside.
Wow, is this a struggle between Fox and Chisholm? Man, this is a war down here, isn't it?
But you
And
know
I'll
what?
tell you, Fox is really trying to get around.
I mean,
Sean needs to make a little stronger seal on that.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to keep him away from the ball. And the way to do that, you got to stay low to the floor.
Yes, I agree. But you know what, though? It's going on both sides.
Yep.
They're battling strong on both sides right
And
there.
there they go. And there was Fox down deep. Both teams trying to pound that ball inside.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Oh, and you can tell right now, Fox and Chisholm, they're both getting pretty tired right now.
Yeah, they are. That's a very good point, Andrew. Yep, you can start to see a little fatigue. Chisholm sitting there at both arms on his waist.
And Fox just got taken out as well, too. A little quick breather
Yep,
for
Jackson
him.
Cotta in the ball game, Vinny's brothers, junior. Oh, was that a pretty pass from Matt Welper.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That was a
backdoor
great,
cut.
and you want to know what? And a great bounce pass
Oh,
on
I
that.
know.
Yep.
Great bounce pass. Caught McFarland sleeping on that.
Yep, yes they did. Now we got Rounds. Let's see how Rounds does in the post. Up, Sean.
Good. Good control now. There's that he did the pump fake right there. Found the baseline, and he didn't hesitate right there.
Right. He was in a little trouble there, but
Yep, but he took it strong though. He
Took it
didn't
strong.
take it out of
Yep.
control.
okay, the first of two gifts for Herbst. 3 for 3. El Perfecto tonight. It's going to increase his free throw percentage. Chad averaging 8.1 points per game so far tonight. 4-6, he's at 7, so this will get him to his season average. $1.41 left here in the third quarter. 33-31, McFarland. Chad Herbst, 4 for 4, perfect from the stripe.
Now let's see if they can come up with the defensive stop here.
Almond to Jackson Cotta, to Welper, to
Another
Ravendal.
back door.
Oh, and there goes another back door to the quick cutting. Daniel Almond at 5'7". Man, he's quick. And 5'7" might be generous. I can say that because Brett Cather, my own son, was listed at 5'9" in the program, and the only way he's 5'9" is if you look at it at home, he's got about an 8-foot fat head sitting in his room of himself. So. Tell you, this Dan Almond's brought some nice little energy here to this
good spark
Jefferson.
off.
Yep.
Good spark off the bench.
Yes, he is. He's just a little bulldog.
Playing good defense and offensively, he
And I have to tell you, Almond had not shot a free throw this season until that point, so 2 for 2. Minute 20 left in the third quarter, 33 all, in a battle for first place in the Rock Valley North. Nice contest here tonight, Andrew. Oops. Well, miscommunication. I do not care for that pass when you're passing it across the floor, the entire width of the floor up high. Boy, that's just, you're just begging for a layup on the other end if
begging.
anybody's anticipating that.
for that steal and
Yep.
the easy layup, like you said.
Yep. 25, Wenzel, Sincata, Rivendell,
Great.
dribble drive.
Yep.
It's going to be Herbst on the reach.
And right
You
there.
got to have people be willing to step in with your feet and get your body in there rather than this. Just reach your arm out. Call that the Matador defense.
But-
Soleil.
But number one, Ravendall, he didn't hesitate. And right
No, he
there,
didn't.
hesitate for the shot either.
Nope.
Just a little long on it.
Yep, but that was okay. He had a good, clean look at
Yep.
it.
Let's see if McFarland is patient with it.
35 seconds to go. Rounds making a strong move to the basket.
Beautiful.
Had to like that move by Air Rounds. And again, Andrew, he can elevate so high if he just cannot get the ball slapped away by having it down low or handle it strong enough on the way there. He's going to score that, Benjamin Rounds. Finishes at 2 for 3 from the stripe tonight.
Well, the beautiful thing with Rounds, I mean, he can put the ball on the floor and still get to the hoop, and then, like you said, he can elevate.
Right.
He just needs to get there and not have it swatted away by a smaller defender.
Yep.
But he's a good enough ball handler where he can do that and drive like we saw in the first quarter, making those outside shots and driving as well.
He could still work a little bit on his left-handed dribbles, but man, he makes Olsen. The scholar, Chuck Moore.
See if they can get one. 3.
No.
And look who made the play on defense right there. It's like he knew that they were going with rounds right there.
Yep.
Just stepping in. Oh.
Oof. Not a bad attempt. So, wow, very, very competitive. Fun game here. Sure, very entertaining for the fans in the stands tonight, as well as your broadcasters. And I hope people viewing this game are enjoying this as much as we all are here tonight. Two teams that know what's at stake here tonight. So, Andrew, your thoughts? We're at 36-33, 3-point lead for the undefeated in Rock Valley North Conference, your McFarland Spartans.
I just think right now what McFarland needs to do offensively, they still need to be patient, work it on the inside when they get the opportunity. But, I mean, they've had the times where if they're patient, those driving lanes will open up for them. And then I think defensively, they just got to do a better job, help defense. Like you said, they can't just reach in with their arms. They need to move their whole body and force Jefferson to kick it outside. I mean, they haven't hit a lot of outside shots.
No.
And so
Yep.
I think keep letting them shoot that outside shot, but they'll get their baskets. And you know who's going to shoot the ball for them every time.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Hey, before we get to this, too, we should throw a shout-out to the girls' varsity coach celebrating his 29th birthday. Coach Pete Willicott, age 29. Doesn't look a day over probably 35, but okay, back to basketball. Gotta have a little fun there. Okay, let's see what we're opening up in McFarland. Looks like they're in playing Syracuse, a little 2-3 zone. Rivendell make the mistake, penetrated, and then just tried to force a little bounce pass, Rounds. Boy, and there was that elevation. Wow. Benjamin Rounds, 8, 11, 13 points for Benjamin. Error Rounds.
Like you said, Bill, the thing that Ben does so well, he can get to the hoop, but he elevates with his shot.
Yep.
Ben.
Yep.
McFarland staying in their 2-3 defense. Let's see if they can get another turnover, or if they're just wanting Jefferson to shoot from the outside.
I think good strategy. Kind of change it up here a little bit. I'm kind of a firm believer in changing up your defensive looks throughout a game. Ravendall, he's going to keep pumping that ball up there. Chisholm, good control. Coach Minot wanted the ball pushed.
Yep.
Wow, that's a tough call. Tough call right there. Chisholm got the ball right around the free throw line. Turned into Sam Fox, who was kind of just standing there, and a little contact. Official called it. Sean kind of gathering himself here, which is the Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. You got to relax before you shoot these things, and then get into your Cather 6-step free throw, which we haven't had time for yet. But
I don't
Sean
believe
Chisholm.
we won't have time for that, Bill.
Sean Chisholm, 2 for 3 at the stripe tonight.
It's much better rotation by Sean on that free throw, I believe.
Yep. And the enforcer, can he make it 3 out of 4 and give him a 7-point lead for McFarland, 40-33, 6:50 left in your ball game tonight. Seems like they've kind of slowed down Jefferson a little bit. Jefferson not a real strong shooting outside team, so I think this is good strategy here, Andrew.
Very good call by McFarland, just to force them, but you can't give him an open look, though.
Yep. Oh, and that's going to be Jefferson's ball off Round's hands.
I think it's a great call, McFarland, to go zone, but you have to know where number 5 is on the floor. You can't give him that look.
That would be hitting the nail on the head. No, that's a great call, Andrew, because you're right. Because I think from what we've seen, he as well as Ott are probably the only two that are going to have the potential to hurt you from the outside.
Yes.
And there's Zorro just dogging him.
Oh,
Greg Reese.
he's been playing great defense, and he's been having to battle Sincata
Yep.
as well.
And that's what Benjamin Air Rounds needs to do. He needs to hit the defensive boards too. This is
Yes.
going up.
Look at that.
Yep. The enforcer.
And I believe,
Great start here.
Oh, and what McFarland's been doing, defensively, slowing down Jefferson with the zone. But then when they get the rebound, they just push it. The last couple times they pushed it, they got the free throws from the bonus. But then right there, push it, pass, and then great drive and finish by Sean right there at the hoop.
And the thing that's been good about this too is it's been pushing the ball under control.
Yes.
There's a difference between, everybody wants to play up-tempo basketball. That does not mean just push it and throw up shot after shot after shot. I mean, once the ball crosses half court, you make a decision. Are we going to attack and play, if we've got a man advantage or two-man advantage, or if you got a little opening, attack it. If it's not there, that doesn't mean you still need to, we're playing up-tempo, so we got to attack it. No, back off. Run your offense because you're going to get plenty of opportunities.
Oh, yeah, and like you said, Bill, they've been doing a great job with kind of recognizing if they need to attack and finish with it then. And so they've been making all the smart decisions with not forcing the shot and then taking the right shot when they need to and finishing it at the hoop then.
I would agree.
So
boy, this is scary. We're agreeing on everything here tonight, huh?
It's very rare when that happens.
All right, back to action. 5:54 to go in your ball game. 42-33. McFarland's open up a 9-point lead. This could be a good night here for the Spartans. Oof. Air ball by Sam Fox. He's had a tough game tonight. Only 2 hoops for the 6'6" senior.
I think what's been helping or hurting him is just battling Chisholm in the post. Just been tiring him out a lot.
And I gotta believe, when you're battling like that, your legs get tired. And again, we shoot a basketball not with our arms, but with our legs. Sean, just don't force it. Chuck Moore, the scholar. Whoa, is that going to be on Ott? No. That was on Welper, his second. Chuck Moore for the first, for a gift. And a miss. Oof, and tapped away. Good hustle. Both teams to Sincata. That's going up. Nope. Good defense by Michael Menblick.
Look at that.
24, Welper around and out. John Wells kind of used to call those a honeycomb.
And Bill, I was just informed by the birthday boy, since McFarland has changed in the zone defense, they've been on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, they haven't allowed. You're right. Because we were 33-all at one point in time. Yep.
So that big call going to zone by Coach Meinhold seems to be paying off right now. But, I mean, there is 4:49 left in the game, so a lot of basketball left.
Yes, there is. And because we're talking 17 and 18-year-old kids, and you never know what they're doing. Look at him over there, the birthday boy, huh? I'm talking during a free throw now. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Sean Chisholm coming on strong after missing that first free throw. He's hit his last 4 in a row. I'm all ready to mark down. Make this 5 out of 6 for Sean.
Oh,
nice.
I thought you spoke too soon there, Bill, but you didn't.
10 rounds, you're probably going to lose that little struggle. And that's smart by Ott. That's a very smart play. Got to be careful of that, Benjamin.
Yes.
You don't want to get involved with that. We got to keep you around here.
Yes.
Okay?
And
which now means probably with 3, you have a tendency to play a little more tentative.
Yep.
Chisholm, Sean, length of the floor.
Oh.
Just again, a little out of control.
Uh-oh.
This isn't good
Nope.
because Chad Herbst. This is your floor general. Let's see. Maybe we're just open. I hope it's not a knee. If it's an ankle.
He's up, but
Yep, looks like that ankle got rolled on when tried to pick it up, and Fox kind of got the rebound and rolled over on it. We can tell you right now, as he's passing in front of us, he's in a lot of pain.
doesn't look like he can't put any weight on
Yeah,
it
that
now.
doesn't look like it. So, all right. So, for McFarland, who is going to take on the leadership and the floor general role of this squad right now? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Because I guess I have to believe now, if I'm Jefferson, boy, do I up the pressure right now, knowing that you've got your ball handler out of the game for McFarland. We'll see. Oh, nice play.
Beautiful.
Yep. Nice little play.
It's nice
We
and
call
easy.
that line 5. That was perfect. Opening up a 13-point lead. Jefferson has not scored. I want to say they have not scored almost, Andrew, in the last 5 minutes.
Nope.
And we're now on a 13-0 run by McFarland. Michael Medenbrook, that was for Sincata on the line. Vinny. Boy, he's even missing free throws. He had a rough night tonight.
Yes. And Michael just picked up his fourth, so that'll send him back to the
Sincata
bench.
only with 11 points, averaging 22.6 on the year. Tough night. But again, let's give some credit where credit's due. Defense, Andrew.
Well, like you said, Bill, you came in and watched practice, yesterday, and
You're
they
right.
were simulating Sincata shooting the ball the whole time.
Yep.
You know where the ball's going when Jefferson has it on offense. It's going
Absolutely.
to number 5.
Yep.
And McFarland's done a great job limiting his touches and his shots.
Yep. And that comes from scouting and watching film.
Uh-huh.
That can be just as important as your daily practice.
Well, yeah, and I'm not taking anything away, but Sincata's going to score points.
Yep.
He's going to get his points, but limiting his touches and the amount of times that he's able to get it, they've done a great job with it.
Yep. John Chisholm, his last 5 in a row, 5 gifts. I'm running out of bows. They keep putting on these gifts. 6 out of 7 for Sean. This is great to see him gain some confidence.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, one of their last games, Elkhorn, and especially Monona Grove, he really struggled at Monona Grove. And that's good, and I didn't jinx him. 7 out of 8 for the enforcer. Ott. Boy, they can't.
Nope.
They can't, as they would say, throw it in the ocean right now.
Just can't buy a basket from outside.
This is going to be a real nice win here. I'm already lighting up the Red Auerbach cigar here. Greg Reese. Oh, no, Greg.
Look at you. Spoke too soon, Bill.
Yep.
Way to go.
Another miss bunny.
Yep.
Another
But
miss
somehow
bunny.
got right back to him.
Another miss bunny.
And
Nope.
one.
And he finally converts. That was 2 missed bunnies before we finally got that one.
Too many second chance opportunities there.
Yep,
that
and that
McFarland gave up. I mean, give Jefferson credit.
Yep,
Sincata
they're not quitting.
They just stuck with it. Just stuck with it. So with 3:24 left, I mean, there's still time left.
Sincata on the line, 2 for 4, 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
I'm sure he's a little frustrated tonight too with what's going on. A little full court pressure now, 90 feet.
Well, that's
At
good.
VCU, they would call it chaos.
Yep. But like you
Whoops.
said, Bill, when Chad Herbst went out,
You're right.
they're going to bring the pressure. And now look at going on the other end.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, he banked that in.
And a bank shot by Welper, his second 3 of the ball game. Wow, a bank shot from the corner. Now that takes some skill.
Yes, that does.
There was no luck involved with that, was there, Andrew? Huh?
I know.
All
Well,
skill. I mean, you work a lot on that shot in practice, don't you?
Yeah.
You work a lot on practice with that, right? The bank shot from the corner.
The bank. Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, as a coach,
it's a high percentage shot.
As a coach,
you
we
know.
preach that shot.
We do. We preach that. We really like that shot. Well, Andrew, I guess since I made the statement that I had already lit the Red Auerbach victory cigar, maybe that stogie needs to be stomped and put out right now,
I think
huh?
you do need to put it out, Bill. There's still a lot of ball game left.
I'll tell you. Hey, and they're doing the right thing here. You
Okay.
bring the full court pressure. You make them play 90 feet right now without. Oh. Unfortunate that Welper, if he wouldn't have been that close, that could have been a potential steal had he just turned.
I think, yeah, if he didn't reach for the ball.
Because I don't think M&M Menblick saw him coming on that backside. He just
No.
happened to turn into him, and he was putting the ball on the floor right away.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Michael. M&M. And I'll tell you, this should be good as gold. Michael Menblick, 4 for 4 on the year, now 5 for 5. And I'm booking 6 for 6 right here. Yep. Boy, I can't tell you how nice that is to have a kid you can stick there and basically bank on. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
that's money. 10-point lead, 50-40. Down to 2:55 left in the ball game, high post. Good ball movement here by Jefferson. Now, can they cash in on it?
And look who
And
made it.
Welper, his third tray. Tray on the way, and kaboom.
But
He's knocked down 3 of them.
like you said, though, Bill, I don't think the ball hit the floor once.
No, it didn't.
It's just
Nope.
passing
Now,
hard,
here's
crisp
where it's
passes.
very important for McFarland to be patient.
Yes.
And I call it the S word, spacing.
Yep.
You have to space the floor. Because anytime you think you're going to go, the one thing you don't want to do in this situation, I always said, never set a screen. Because if you set a screen and try and come off of that, you're just asking to be doubled right
Yeah,
there.
it's an automatic.
Automatic double, and you want to stay away from it. Zorro, Greg Reese at the line. 0 for 1, that's a lump of coal. Come on, Greg.
Off the back iron there.
Yep. Nope. Deep
Off the-
again.
Deep again.
Nope. Deep. Good rebound by Chuck Moore. Careful.
And I couldn't
Wow.
see it from the screen
Yeah,
here, Bill.
that
'cause
would
we
be
would've had a
interesting
good
to see
angle.
back. He called over and back.
Did
Wow.
they say, I don't think he established all 3 points right there.
Yeah, he couldn't have because he
Yeah.
just caught the ball. There's Welper again.
Oh,
Oh. Good save.
offensive rebound. They're just
Welper
chucking.
again. Yep.
Look
It's gonna
at
come
another
again.
one.
Oh, and that's a foul on Reese.
You could see.
Well, we still have a potential game here, Andrew.
Yeah, you had to put out that cigar there, Bill.
Yep, I think so, and maybe not. Yeah, passing by our desks right now is Jerry Herbst. Sure, he probably feels a little uncomfortable right now, knowing that his son Chad, who's got banged up a little bit in football too, and you hate to see that happen to kids with their high school careers, because hey, it's a very precious 4 years that you get. We're very blessed here in McFarland to be able to have so many opportunities to participate in all these things. You know, as I had the kids fill out little questionnaires too, and just looking down the list of kids that were tennis conference champions, that are on the soccer team, that have football honors, that cross country honors.
And you look at, just even away from sports too, like in band and the musical. And,
Wonderful opportunities.
And, we also.
That you go to a bigger school in that, and I'll tell you, you're looking at specializing in something.
And you have DECA as well.
Yep.
You have Model UN, where they just took a trip to Chicago recently. So many extracurricular activities for these students.
I have to tell our viewers out here too, I'm getting blinded at times by the bright shiny glare off a ring on somebody's finger. Wow. Yes.
Really.
My sidekick here was wonderfully married to his high school sweetheart.
That it is. That's correct.
And a wonderful connection, I'll tell you. That's wonderful. Everybody's very, very happy on that, Andrew. She's a wonderful lady.
Thank you. I'm very lucky on
Yes,
that.
you are. Oh, Trey Witt. Big time play. 9-point differential. Here comes that. Whoa. And the one thing you don't want to do, as we've heard all kinds of announcers and people say for years and years and years, you don't want to stop the clock and let them put points on the board. But that's pretty tough. I mean, actually, if you would have just stood still, Ott was way out of control. You probably could have drawn a charge on him.
Yeah. I mean, both the McFarland athletes, they called that, I believe, though, on Zach Witt, but he had two other people helping him out, and they left their feet.
Right. Yep. Can't leave your feet.
Nope.
I say leave your feet to rebound, period.
Yep. But
outside of that, stay on the floor.
Ott made the first one. Let's see if he'll make the second one here.
Yep, so we're back to a 7-point ball game with $1:29 left. Whoa, he got a little, was that Almond?
Yep.
Oh, Van Heefold Meddenblick. So, can I mark it down right now, huh? No,
I don't want you to jinx it right now, Bill.
Andrew says, no, 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 no. Michael? Step one.
Look at that.
Okay. Time for me to shut up and just write down the stats, right? Come on, Michael. Nice stroke right there. 3 for 4 on the night. 8-point ball game, 53-45. Minute 28, only 1 second went off the clock on that last inbounds. Here comes Ott. This isn't going to take long for him to get the ball down the floor. Oh, my goodness.
He's just trying to draw the foul there, but I mean, McFarland did a much better job.
Just spacing right now. Yep. Just space it and move the ball.
Good, Ben.
Space it and move the ball.
Yep.
I've always been a believer in this, too. You can always run more time off the clock than these teams, too, because the ball gets in the hands of these kids, and obviously they know if you get fouled, you're going to the line. Get a chance for a couple more points in that. Better to run more time off and just keep the ball moving around. I mean, that's what I like to see. Because this is the exact reason right here. So you've given up, who knows how many seconds or how much time you've given up off the clock to, what, maybe make 1 point? Yep. Exactly.
Take them where they can.
Yep, exactly what. That broke a string of 7 straight free throws makes. And here again, Ott, this isn't going to take long for him to get down the floor.
But I mean, as a coach, you practice these situations, in practice.
Oh,
where you're,
my goodness. Yep, absolutely. Coach Meinholt beside himself. He can't bury his head enough in both hands.
No.
You can't be falling here. 7 seconds went off the clock, and you're putting their best scorer on the line for 2 free throws, because now we are to 10 fouls on both teams. Sincata, all net. And here we just saw in the last 7 seconds that they're going to pick up. They're going to get another point closer if he drains this free throw. Got to move the ball. Got to space it. All net. Sincata's hit his last 4 free throws. Spacing.
There it is. Here's where you got to be strong with the ball now, Bill.
Strong with
you
the
just
ball.
Can't, McFarland cannot panic because, I mean, Jefferson's trying to move all over the court, you know,
Right.
trying to cause havoc, but McFarland
Yep.
just has to be strong with it.
Yep. Good free throw for air out. 3 for 4 in the night from the stripe. Benjamin Rounds at 14 points right now on the night. Second free throw, all net. Nice job, Benjamin. 15 points on 4 out of 5 free throws. So with 52.6 seconds left, 9-point advantage for the McFarland Spartans at 56-47. So I anticipate right now we are at, time-wise, we are at 8:34. Any guesses as to how long this last 52.6 seconds is going to take? I think we're probably going to be here for another 10 minutes.
I was going to say
while
10
we shoot
minutes
free
as well,
throws
too.
and
free throws, stoppage of play, everything.
right, free
So.
throw contest and blah blah blah. So I think officials tonight have done a very nice job, Andrew, with controlling. Because like I said, this has been a tough call for officials this year too. I mean, with this new hands-on emphasis, you know, with that, because boy, we just got done playing a freshman game over in the other gym and that, and I mean, they called it very tight. I'm going to say in the first half, I mean, it was hands-on calls all the time. Traveling calls where you take that first step rather than putting the ball on the floor first. I mean, I counted, I think there were like 11 traveling calls in the first half in there.
Yeah.
Because kids are just, you know, they're so used to just wanting to get that first quick step in there.
Yep.
You got to put that ball on the floor first.
Exactly.
So. All right, let's see. We were at 8:34. Let's see when this ball game, we're going to put a wrap on it.
Finally call it a game then, right? Now with 4 minutes left in the
That's
game.
true. I'm looking for the Wayne Larrabee proverbial dagger. Oh, look at Rounds. How
Just
high
elevating.
he got up on that. And here's the first of many falls to come. And I would be remiss if I didn't use this phrase. Benjamin Rounds going to the free throw line. And he is going to be as cool as the other side of the pillow. Coming from Mr.
Stuart Scott.
Stuart Scott, in honor of Stu Scott.
Missed the second one.
10-point game. Sincata blocked
great
by
defense.
Chisholm. Okay, is Jefferson going to call it off here and say game over or
I
stay
don't
on
know.
it?
They're still playing
Coach
tough.
Mino, yes, they are. 10-point game, 26.2 left to go. Yep, the passing of Stuart Scott. I can't tell you, it touched me. I was up watching, and I was a tearful Bill Cather watching a lot of that stuff, being a two-time cancer survivor myself. I know anything cancer-related hits home with you also, Andrew, with we got to pay tribute and look skyward right now and say, hey, Garv, we're down here and we're thinking of you, buddy boy.
Oh, every day.
You know, every day. I know he's with you every day, and he's in my prayers every day. I could tell you. He and also another good friend of mine of cancer, brain tumor, and that. Every day I say, I'll bet you two guys are up there playing 18 holes of golf every day and never hitting a bad shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, you can't be jumping like that.
He did that the last 2 times. His jump pass.
Yep, you can't do that. You got to stay on the floor. Oh, look at that hustle by Ott.
I know, just not giving up now.
As we said,
And now
game
we can light
over.
That.
And as Benjamin Round dribbles it out, 57-47, McFarland a 10-point winner tonight, which means that they have protected their undefeated Rock Valley Conference record in season, staying in first place, pushing Jefferson down to third place in the conference at 3-2. So at this time, I'd like to give a final big thank you to Andrew Day and Justin Janis for their help tonight with this telecast, and the entire McFarland Cable 982 staff for all their expert help this evening, as well as my guest analyst and stat man, Mr. Andrew Garvey. You were, as Aaron Rodgers would say, G-R-E-A-T, great, great, great. Andrew, do you have some final thoughts that you'd like to share before I put a final wrap on it?
Well, I just thought the big thing that happened in that fourth quarter is when McFarland went to the zone defense and they went on, I believe it was a 13-0 run to start off the fourth quarter, and that's what blew this game wide. I shouldn't say blow it, but that's what helped get the lead for McFarland, and I believe that was the difference maker because Jefferson couldn't hit any outside shots, and McFarland was letting him shoot it and basically saying, hey, we know you can't shoot from outside, so we're going to give it to you. And they just didn't capitalize. And McFarland, give him credit, give Coach Jeff Meinhold credit on that for switching to that as well. So.
Yep, I agree with that. I think that's a very good analysis of what kind of happened here and what really turned that game around, for sure. So, again, Andrew, thank you very much. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to invite you back for several other telecasts. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thank you.
A lot of fun
as well, too, Bill.
Yep.
So glad to be part of it.
Yep. I had the pleasure of watching you grow up from a young little lad to coaching you all these years and stuff like that. And it's fun now to be doing something else on the adult side of things here and that. So, hey, I hope all of you at home enjoyed viewing this game as much as I did broadcasting it. So be sure to turn in to our next telecast 2 nights from now on Thursday, January 8th, when your McFarland Lady Spartans will play Beloit Turner. So this is Bill, the Big K Cather, signing off and reminding you all to stay healthy, stay positive, and live life to its fullest. So long.